everybody, this is Brian with Inspiring How You See That. We're the channel that talks about all different kinds of music and entertainment and interviews some of your favorite artists. And today, we have a very special guest. We have Jenna Parr with us today. And Jenna, thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So we're actually here in Indiana for the Kingdom Come Festival. So how has this past year and a half been for you? It's been weird, but specifically as an entertainer.
It's definitely been weird because, not as many shows, but weirdly enough for me, personally, it's actually been one of the better years for my music, which is weird because, COVID 2020 couldn't perform, but in January of 2020, I released my first full-length rock album. So I was, COVID happens and it's just oh crap,
You're here I am world, I'll see you in a year and a half.
We can't play any shows, can't do anything, but I got picked up by several radio stations.
Nice.
And went number one on several of them. So, it was actually a blessing in disguise. Obviously shows probably would have helped a little bit, but, I got my name out there, had some number ones, got the hype, so it's helped with booking now. So
Very cool. Now, if anybody's not familiar with your music, how would you describe your style?
Ooh, that's always an interesting question to me, because interesting fact about me, when I first started out, I was 15, 16, and I started out Christian contemporary.
Okay.
But rock music has always been my favorite, so I was it's too boring for me. I gotta be able to move around a little bit. So the little bit after that, I put out a 3-song EP, something small, but whenever I was 17, we started working on started working on full-length rock album.
Okay.
I started doing that, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out the exact sound
Sure.
that I want. Originally, it was kind of more of the Skillet, Red, Ledger type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how my first album of rock kind of is, based off a little bit of Red, a little bit of, some people say I sound what's funny, everybody says I sound like Amy Lee when I sing.
I have heard that. I have heard that.
I do not hear it.
That's not a bad thing.
It's definitely not a bad thing. I take it as a compliment. I love Evanescence. But some people have said Evanescence. Some people have said Fireflight, too, a little bit. But another interesting fact, though, is that I'm working on my next album now. And my favorite music is rock music, but my absolute favorite is 70s, 80s.
Nice.
Rock music.
The hair metal?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So
nice.
The stuff I'm working on now is very heavily influenced by that type
So we're going to
rock.
have some Joan Jett comment or something like that? Oh, nice. Very cool.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have that in there. Because some people say I sound like Heart, too. So...
That is true. Again, that's not bad.
That's perfectly fine with me. I'm just taking
we got some breaking news. We've got real rock coming back.
The good rock, the best
Exactly. So now have you written the next album, or where in the process are you on that?
Working on it now. We have about 11 or 12 songs as of right now. We had the layout for them and just a few demos here and there, but literally next week I need to get in the studio and start actually tracking them and working on them, because we want to have it out. We are wanting to have it out by the beginning of next year. Okay. So, got to get ready.
Very cool.
Got a lot of stuff going on. I'm also getting married this year. So
congratulations.
Thank you. In December. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the next 6 months.
A little bit of things kind of put together. Very cool. And so, how do you look at your music as your ministry? How has Christ put you here, and what do you think is your responsibility with the gift that he's given you?
I grew up singing all the time in church. I was in we had a children's choir, so I would do musicals all the time. Always wanted the solos, always did stuff like that, and I led our youth worship team and band for several years too. And anytime I'm home now on Sunday mornings, I still will lead worship at my church and stuff. So I guess just growing up in that and always, just always being involved with that and always being more of the music leader since a pretty young age. I kind of got it thrown into my lap when I was 15. Because our youth pastor left, and we had a 2-year random span of not having one.
Gotcha.
So it kind of got thrown in my lap, which was a blessing in disguise. At the moment, it was oh gosh, but it was a blessing in disguise because that really made me fall in love with it. And It was around that time that I really decided that this is what I want to do, with my life. And whenever I graduated high school, I was just you know what, college is not my thing. I just really felt like God was calling me to do this because. Love traveling, love working on music, and then love getting to meet people and hear their stories and share my story. So
that's awesome. And school's always there if you do want to go back later.
There's also online.
Exactly.
Will I do it? Probably not. But It's there. Luckily, I have very supportive parents.
I was gonna say, does your dad like that answer?
He does. Y'all can't see it. He's standing right over there. He's perfectly fine with it. He's nodding his head. They really have always supported me 100%.
She was number 2 in her class when she graduated. She could have went any college.
Yeah, I was actually salutatorian, but I was like,
she got called from the Lord. That's what she did.
There you go. There you go.
I graduated salutatorian, and I was like, nah. Everybody's like, why are you stressing out and freaking out over school if you're not even going to college? I'm like, well, I still want to try.
Sure.
I mean, I
Put your
had
best foot forward.
I had a goal. I want to do as much as I can.
That's right.
And then, but then God's like, nah, come do this. come do this. You belong on the stage. You're good.
So besides the album coming out, which is hopefully going to be coming out early next year or before,
yes.
So what else do you have in the? I mean, what kind of dates are coming up as far as, do you have more tours that you're working on, or basically what's next for you?
Well, like you said, along with working on the album, we are working on booking all the time, trying to book some stuff. We are currently trying to book a fall tour. We're looking at me and Boiling Point.
Oh, nice.
Because they actually just got signed to Broadhead Music Group, which is what I'm signed to.
Okay.
So, which I know y'all did an interview with Randall from We Are Vessel. So
Yep.
He's actually my manager.
Okay.
So, and he runs Broadhead Music Group. So me and Boiling Point, we're looking at doing a tour in the fall, like a co-headlining tour with us. So trying to book some of that right now, and then hopefully a Christmas tour too. So, oh yeah. This is what my dad's good for.
Is that the voice of God?
He keeps up with my stuff, but he's also co-manager with Randall, because I could not do this by myself. But yeah, July 9th, I also have my next single coming out.
Very
So
cool.
It technically is out. It's on the full-length album that's out right now, but it's really being released to radio.
Okay.
So it's called TKO.
Excellent.
So
Excellent. So where can fans follow you online at?
So I have a website. It's just my name, jennaparr.com. Or I have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the stuff, anywhere. So you can find me on that, or I'm also Spotify, Apple Music, all those. There's like 100 different, I don't even know how many digital streaming
It's hard to remember even what's out there.
for real. So I'm just like, the main two are Spotify and Apple Music.
Exactly.
You can find me there, or YouTube. So,
Excellent. And we'll put all the links down below, so it'll be easy to
Yeah.
find her.
And I got merch and stuff on the website. I have my CDs on the website. So.
Nice. Now, is there anything you'd like to say to fans before we take off?
Just a big thank you. Anybody out there that goes and votes for me. I know at ChristianRock.net, they do like a voting-based ranking and stuff. So I've had several number ones on there. So if anybody votes for me on there, thank y'all so much, and for requesting me to radio stations and for coming out to shows. So
Very cool.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank you again, Jenna. We really appreciate it, and you're taking the time out of the busy day. So that's awesome,
absolutely.
And I know all our fans do as well. So, and we always appreciate when you guys spend this time with us. You know that we love you. God bless, and rock on.
Call these bones to live.